Hi, I'm live. Okay, great. Continuation of Global Unified Breathing, which is Sundays at 2 o'clock. This part of the program is for inspiration. If you can just stop whatever you're doing right now and sit down, and I'm going to ask you to take a few deep breaths. On Sunday, I talked about the 7 houses, the 7 spirits of Christ. These are attributes of the Christed energy that we want to be able to draw inside of ourselves and create a sanctuary so that we feel the strength and the power of this unification together with the Christed aspect of us. This is our brother that we're calling home. We're making room for in our heart. We're opening up to receive this energy. So, one of the ways to do that, and especially right now, it's a really good idea, is just stop everything and just spend a few minutes with me right now. The attribute in the first house is about purity. Stop your day and sit and breathe. The house of Christ of purity. I state my authority and my intention to be of service to God and continue to build inner spiritual light. And so, just for this moment, allow yourself to take a really deep breath and envision and visualize a garment of white light, like a robe coming over you, encompassing you and surrounding you. The first robe, the first house, the first spirit is purity. So, what I'd like you to do is just visualize this embracing you. No matter what's going on, let the mind go and be aware of your breath. Breathe, just breathe for a few moments. Release illusions and confusion so you can think clearly and focus and let your life shine bright. The white garment is flowing light and it wraps and it surrounds you. Beloved God, we request in our hearts and we pray to create a house for Christ, to purify our mind, our body, and our heart for the Spirit of the Christ. We request to dismantle houses of ego, to evict the imposter spirits and replace them with the houses of Christ. I state my authority intention to be of service to God and to build a strong relationship, stronger with the inner spiritual light that is within me at all times. Nothing I do can ever take that away from me. I can pretend to be lost in the illusion, but now you're being called home. Purity is the first house. Freedom from contamination. We ask for freedom from contamination and we're seeking purity, lack of corruption, lack of adoration, adulteration. I couldn't say that word. Purity. The house of purity brings virtue, virtuous, clarity. So feeling that robe around us, knowing it's up to us. We've crossed our own abyss, and now it's time, more than ever, to know that God is within you through your breath. I say this over and over again. Call our attention to our breath, and you'll be pleasantly warmed, surrounded, encompassed, engulfed in the light of God that never fails. My prayer for you. It is our highest calling to do this inner work right now, calling into ourself. So take a moment and just let it happen. Robing, like feel it like a robe on yourself. This is the time of productivity and clarity. This is where we sharpen our focus and we have our goals, our own goals, and we don't allow anyone else to dictate those goals. You have a vision inside you. Make plans and take action. Take your thoughts that come from the right side of God, from the right side of mind, and align with God. Allow yourself to have the eagle's perspective, to see far and wide and adjust and course correct. Anticipate changes, but make real plans, not fantasies. Getting clear about your goals, even if it's just for the next hour. If you're living in the moment, it's just for the next hour. Feel into your heart and bring in the house of purity. Allow yourself to see where you bought into the illusions and confusion and cast that in to the violet flame. Release all present and past illusions that you're holding on to and false assumptions. It's time to fly free. I invite you to fly free. Releasing all illusions. I hope you can hear the music. So there's a whole world opening up to all of us, but we need to let go of the illusions. And in the moment, you can come into Voices of the Violet Flame and take a breath, de-stress, let go. Robe yourself today in purity and be honest with yourself about this. This is for the Christed energy, calling it forth within inside of yourself in the inner sanctuary of you.
Someday wish upon a star, wake up with clouds of far behind. Be where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow.
Our soul souls are evolving into the higher Christ itself. Namaste, everyone. Thank you.